Assalamu alaikum. Brother asked a question. When a person is put in the grave, does the grave physically squeezes the person, or is it something spiritually? Well, you got to remember the relationship between the soul and the body establishes when a person is born. When the person dies, soul leaves the body, but the connection between the two remains. And then soul travels into a world which is called barzakh, which is a curtain from us. We can't see them. But of course, prophetic eye is something else, where Prophet ﷺ did look at what was going on in the world of barzakh for some of the graves that comes in the books of hadith. But without going into much detail, when things are happening in the world of barzakh, both the body and the spirit and the soul, they both feel it. If it is something good or if it's a punishment, they both feel it. But our eyes cannot comprehend, or our eyes cannot witness what's going on with the body. So when you open the grave, you may look at it's a skeleton, or you may see that the body is still intact. So whatever is going on in the world of barzakh is completely hidden from us. And for a reason. If it was not, then it would be impossible to live here. So it's sort of kind of a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that world of barzakh is not as open to us. So that's another thing for another day, that when you visit the graveyards, can the people of barzakh see us? We cannot certainly see them. But there is a reason that we say salam when we enter the graveyard, because if they're incapable of listening, period, then there's no point of saying salam to them. So the idea that you are saying salam to them, and it is not just a dua, you are basically saying salam with the word of nida, ya. That means they are capable of responding back. It's just like they can hear us, but we cannot hear their reply. But that doesn't mean that they don't reply. So the same way, the reason I'm going into all of these different details is to help you understand that that's a totally different realm. That's a totally different alam. Whatever is happening over there, both the spirit and the body are feeling it. The body is buried in the ground. It may turn to dust, or even if it's not buried in the ground, the little pieces of it is mixed into the atmosphere. It's mixed into the dirt. It is spread all over the place. Doesn't matter in what capacity body exists, it feels it. And to us, we cannot sense it. So the reason I'm going into a little bit of a detailed answer is I hope this is helping you understand it. Also remember, for a believer, when it squeezes it somewhat like, as the Prophet said, when a boy or a kid is in mom's lap, and how she squeezes the kid with love and compassion, that it's not hurtful squeeze. But on the other hand, for a disbeliever, it will be when the land squeezes, it will be a hurtful squeeze. So there is a difference between how the believer and the disbeliever gets squeezed in the grave. And again, this is something that we can't witness by living here in this material three-dimensional world, because it's a matter of another realm. I hope that answers the question. Assalamu alaikum.